The lady with the glass eye. When I was about 8 or 9, I was at my local swimming pool, for I was trusted to be alone since it was only down the road from my small flat. I was there swimming, practicing for a big swimming tournament that was coming up soon. I was super excited and sure our team would win. About half an hour into my session, I noticed this strange lady getting into the pool. There was something weird about her. She appeared to be in her mid-40s, but her left eye, it didn't seem real. It didn't move. Her other one moved perfectly fine, but the other one looked like a snake eye. It looked like it never moved, but it always seemed to feel like it was watching me. It was very awkward, so I decided to leave to avoid the lady even more. I went through to my locker and took out my clothes and went through to a changing room. Shortly whilst I was getting changed, I then heard footsteps. Slow footsteps. Slow, wet footsteps with the wet feet smacking across the ground. And they slowly plodded around the changing rooms. I didn't hear any lockers or anything. They plodded around the changing rooms and locker rooms, searching through all the different rooms. I started to panic, thinking, is it the lady? What if she was coming for me? Well, that thought rushed through my head for quite a while, until I thought, maybe someone's just forgotten to put their bag in a locker and they're just trying to find it. But then, the footsteps plodded closer and closer to my changing room. Then they stopped right outside mine. I peered down and saw these wrinkly old feet down at the bottom of my changing room door. I started to really panic now, but then the most scariest thing that ever happened in my life occurred. An eye rolled under the door, and it was the same eye that the lady had. And then a whisper, the blood-curdling whisper, came from the other side of the door. I see you. Suddenly, a hand reached out and grabbed my leg. It started dragging me down, and I screamed, help, 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 trying to scream to alert maybe the lifeguards in the room next door. But it was hopeless. She started to drag me down, saying, you can't fight it. I see you. I know who you are. I know where you live. I know everything. At this point, I was beyond rational thought, and I was grabbing onto the clothes hanger. Luckily for me, the clothes hanger stayed strong, and I managed to pull myself away from her grasping hands. She started pounding on the door and trying to crawl underneath. I saw her head. I screamed and jumped up onto the bench. Thoughts were rushing through my mind, thinking, am I gonna die? Is this gonna be the end of me? Then suddenly, I heard a life-saving voice. I don't know who it was, but I heard a, hey, what are you doing over there? And then I heard the lady go, and run away. I heard the changing room doors close one last time. Then the safe voice came over to my locker and said, it's okay, she's gone. And then I left the changing room, but the voice was gone. It sounded masculine, so I'm guessing it was a man. It could have been one of the lifeguards, but I suppose I'll never know. That's